Good morning, everybody. My name is Alex, and I am the horticulture curator at the Cheyenne Mountain Zoo. And this morning, I just want to talk with you guys a little bit about some of our native pollinators that we have in Colorado, and a few of the plants that you can plant in your garden or your yard that will be conducive to bringing those pollinators to your yard. So the first ones that I'm going to talk about are some of our butterflies. And one that we're seeing around the zoo quite a bit right now is the swallowtail butterfly. They're really big and they're yellow and they've got a black stripe around their wing and they're very floaty when they fly. And they're one of my favorites because they're an early pollinator and they last through the whole summer, multiple generations of those butterflies. And we have a lot of native plants here in Colorado that are their hosts. And by host, I mean their caterpillars will eat that plant in order to pupate and become a butterfly. So some of my favorite plants to attract the swallowtail butterfly are chokecherries and willows. Chokecherries and willows are going to be some of the earliest blooming flowers in your garden. The chokecherries smell amazing. The willow is a little bit more of an inconspicuous bloom, but both of them are very good plants if you want a native and drought-tolerant plant that will bring in the butterflies. They're also great because they will fruit and bring birds to your yard as well. So the chokecherries especially are just a great all-around plant. Another plant behind me is the buffalo berry. It's very popular with some of our bees. So some of our native bees include the sweat bee and the carpenter bee and the mason bee. Those are all solitary bees, so they're not going to be like your classic honeybees that live in a hive, but they're our most important bee pollinators in Colorado, and they are definitely on the brink. So planting shrubs like this is great because they're going to be blooming around April, really early, and it's going to be some of the first food for the pollinators across the board. And I couldn't stress enough how important it is to plant native flowers for our pollinators. There are lots of great flowers that are brought in from Europe and they're beautiful and I don't have a problem with them in the garden, but the native ones just have a nutritional profile that benefit the insects better than some of our introduced species. So really try and focus on your native plants when you're trying to bring the bees and the butterflies in. And usually a native plant is just going to be much hardier, much more drought tolerant, and can handle the weird fluctuations in weather that we have. So definitely plant native. And another thing that I'd like to recommend in order to bring pollinators into your yard is ditch the pesticides, ditch the herbicides. I know it's not very fun pulling weeds, but pulling weeds instead of spraying goes a huge long way in protecting our native species. So we'll be doing lots of different updates this week about bringing pollinators to your yard and different pollinators throughout Colorado. But remember, native plants are your best friend for pollinators. Goodbye, everyone.